The three minds. The three minds are composed of number 1, being the most rudimentary, the desire mind, the initial motivator, the passions, the desire. 2, the feeling mind. The feeling mind senses the results from the desires and the passions to determine whether the desires mind's creation was beneficial or non-beneficial, pleasurable or painful. The third, the body mind, is composed of memory and logic. It's used for accomplishing and guiding the uses of the feeling mind and the desire mind through the so-called physical world of nature. Therefore, it could be said one cannot will oneself into enlightenment. This would only fail, since will is solely a function of desire, such as to want to have, to be, to do, etc. Rather, enlightenment must be obtained by awareness. Awareness is above these three, the overseer of these three minds. The three minds are merely tools of the awareness. Hence, awareness is the key to this particular philosophical premise. Going about developing awareness begins with observing things in a stance that one should not engage in passionate comparative analysis. That is to say, dominance of awareness should not be focused on colored emotional feelings. Neither should the logical mind perform an active logical analysis. Logical analysis implies understanding. Understanding implies knowing. Knowing is not awareness. This is so because our feelings and desires color intellectual rationale, since thought is the product of feelings and desire. This is the great mystery of the Divine Masters when they say you can never know nor learn of reality. And how do we go forward from here? Well, we must practice a way of seeing things as they really exist by non-analytical awareness. All things spring from feeling and desires. Our intellectual concept of things are the product of thought, which of itself is the product of feelings and desires. So you see, here we are chasing our own tail here. This is paradoxical. Therefore, wisdom cannot be fathomed by thought or intellect. Perhaps wisdom, if it could be defined, would be defined as awareness. Awareness of an object or an event's dependence upon its feelings and desires, from which it grew. Reiterating once again, thoughts result in a physical assemblage of this world, fabricated by feelings and desires. So therefore, these two are of no permanent use. These stay within the physical world to go on and make the animated things we refer to as animals, as well as weather, trees, rocks, etc. It is said the physical realm could be described as a dead dream world, other than for the fact that our conscious awareness empowers it. We need to advance not with intellectual reasoning, by thinking, but rather with undiluted awareness of how our feelings and desires are represented in this physical world of creation by resultant thoughts, and they're driven into form in the first part by those feelings and desires. In conclusion of part 1 here, number 1, we're not here to learn, but rather to develop awareness. Number 2, knowledge is useful in the physical world only. Awareness carries us beyond the physical. Please join me with part 2 and 3 if you find this of any use.